rival Elizabeth Crown, yeah. Things will be better. Up, Mr. Step or elevator. No matter what the time or the weather. Fly with the eagle and we sing like a bird. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us and welcome to the Americana for the FIFA World Cup final of 2014. Hilda Postiga is at least one goal away from sharing the golden boot with Robin Van Persie. I want to say thank you to our Patreons Matt Lackaburn and Random Shit 1471. If you're on the professional tier, you could join as a rookie for just £1 a month. You can receive early access to my videos, chat to me on my personal Discord channel and previews of upcoming videos. Rio is bathed in red, and the familiar colours aren't due to the regular domestic tenant Flamengo. It's thanks to a history-setting World Cup final, about to be contested by two teams who have never won the World Cup. For the first time since 1978, we will crown brand new FIFA World Champions. The Portuguese tongue will be lashed and heckled in the Americana, but it won't be due to the hosts. Rather, their European cousins, the Seychelles, shall represent, and of course the Red Devils Belgium, who avoided a Dutch derby with their neighbours in the semi-finals. Both countries' managers played in the 2002 World Cup. First up, Paulo Bento. The exception of Raul Meireles, who was occasionally rotated in and out for Ruben Amorim, is a solidified Portuguese lineup, with of course Hilda Postiga, 7 goals to his name, starting up front. Belgium coach Mark Wilmots is spoiled for choice on the substitutes bench. Best friends Alderweireld and Vertonghen will have their work cut out on the flanks, dealing with Nani and Ronaldo. But the boy with the golden hair and the golden touch, Kevin De Bruyne, is the stick that holds the Red Devils' trident attack of Hazard, Lukaku and Morales. Eden Hazard, Cristiano Ronaldo. The two teams' highest profile players head to head here in the FIFA World Cup final is Portugal versus Belgium. And Hazard is trying to reach Vertonghen, who whips the ball in for the first attack of the game and is dropped back into the lap of Kevin De Bruyne. He's pushed around by the Portuguese defenders. Nani. Postiga. And Morales teases Courtois with a strike. Fellaini studying Morales' run intently. Martinez is trying to keep up with the winner. Cross from Morales is met by Kevin De Bruyne. Belgium strike first in the World Cup final. And if it isn't Hergé's Tintin himself, Belgium's strawberry blonde boy of adventure, Kevin De Bruyne, surprises nobody by getting on the score sheet. Whispers into the ear of Pepe, you snooze, you lose. It's rather tame defending from the Portuguese badman Pepe. Losso sends it into the mixer. No concoction to be cooked out of this one. Morales squares it to Miguel Veloso, takes the attempt. And Courtois spilling it like an oily egg. And he catches it before it could break on the ground and leaks a potential goal for the leaders. Zaha makes it through to Lukaku. Despite being under that pressure, now Morales gets it back to Lukaku. Into the centre. Nobody home, but Zank's Witsel catches up and whistles past everyone. Crisis averted for now for Portugal. Hazard squeezes another cross in out of protest. Nani just trying to create some space for Morales to roll into. Squeezes a cross in. And on the goal net is not in it. Hazard is proving to be a pain in the perineum of Pereira. Zigzagging across Pepe, now hits De Bruyne who goes down. Pepe couldn't resist the urge to stick that leg out. Dangerous free kick for Belgium. Cleared away by Postiga. Doing some company running on. Oliver keeping a hold of that choke. It's knocked on by Lukaku. Morales seeking out a powerful long thigh. De Bruyne with a good touch. Corner kick to Belgium. Morales and also juggling for a position in the air. And it's intercepted by Bruno Alves. Second attempt for De Bruyne. Lukaku is cleared off the line by Pereira. A lot of these have crept in past players on the goal line in this competition, but Pereira succeeds. Even if Patricio did in fact have it covered. Morales is buoyed Hazard off the ball. Portugal can spring a surprise. Postiga is fed by Nani. And can you imagine the goal machine himself, Helder Postiga? It's currently out of order. Superb pass from Nani. And the Seleção can only hope that Helder Postiga hasn't dried up his goal scoring allowance. Oliver manages to push that through to Lukaku. Lukaku with a dangerous ball in that's well scouted by Patricio in the 6-yard box. Kevin De Bruyne sprinting at the Portuguese defenders. Witsel carries him on. De Bruyne one-on-one with Patricio. He stands his ground. Strong hands. Full it in and it's whistling past Lukaku's head like a bullet. Golden opportunity for the golden boy. It's actually a really great save. That's a very difficult one to reach. Portugal are absolutely drowning in Belgian pressure. The Red Devils could be 2 or 3 goals up by now. Hazard. It's almost like kicking a pillow. So much power was in this. João Pereira is aware of the eagerness of Nani. Nani whips a sharp cross in. Soaked up by the Belgian defenders. Kevin De Bruyne once again striding through this Portuguese defence. And now he sets up Lukaku, who's cutting inside, bearing down. And he's cleared off the goal line by Quintrao. Fellaini. De Bruyne. Palmed aside by Patricio. Once again, Belgium could be celebrating another goal right now rather than forcing us to sit through a replay of what could have been instead. Third corner kick for Belgium. Oh, Lukaku sticks a wild leg out that almost catches a wishful volley. 7 attempts on goal from Belgium in this first half. They are peppering Portugal right now. Lovely shimmy from Hazard. And I think João Pereira's had just about as much as he can take of the affectionately named Idazino. Less than a minute to go until half-time in the FIFA World Cup final. Pereira feeds Nani. It's a splendid cross met by Ronaldo. Portugal have re-entered the game. On the cusp of half-time. It's goal number 6 for number 7. Cristiano Ronaldo, the man who's won just about everything in football apart from the big one, is taking his fate into his own hands. An explosive piece of play with Nani bursting down that flank to whip in a pinpoint cross, and a dangerously downward header from Cristiano Ronaldo. The captain has fired his country back into the game before half-time. It's Portugal 1, Belgium 1. Helped forward by Indy. Dirk Kuyt all in the zone, surrounded by 5 players. No way! Dirk Kuyt with arguably the most flamboyant goal you'll ever see in this World Cup. A gravity-defying lob that made the legendary Buffon look more like Buffoon. Look at the height and the distance this ball gets. A heroic finish. A huge thank you to everyone who voted for the goal of the tournament. Here's hoping there's a couple more left in this tournament yet. Second half is underway in the FIFA World Cup final. Rise reads the right of Eden Hazard immediately. Hazard has beaten the keeper, but he's beaten the goal too. That is a life or death chance on a plate out of nowhere. Pereira dealing with a Tongan. Nani! He blasts it out of nowhere. On the turn in similar fashion to Kevin De Bruyne is open at 10 minutes into this very game. Up forward by Castiga to Nani. Nice change of direction to full Vermaelen. Nani goes down, but the referee won't be allowing us to take a trip to Cristiano country. De Bruyne squeezes in an awkward cross that's read by Ronaldo himself. Fourth corner for Belgium. And Lukaku meets it, but it's unproductive. Nani charging now on that Belgian flank again. Yet again wiped out. Morales converging. Neto denies access to Lukaku. Hazard trying to be cute with the chop. Neto read it like a book. Now maybe they can break it. It's 2 against 4. Nani goes past 1. Set up by Fellaini, but Castiga is trying to keep the torch alive. And Tongan will taste the yellow card for his troubles. Lukaku. Hazard. One last chance. De Bruyne takes a heavy touch, but he's offside. Yet clear as day, no match winner for De Bruyne. Rafa Silva doesn't know the meaning of the word cautious. Here's Ronaldo, who lures Alderweireld in for the foul, and the plan might surely pay off. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the dice for one last roll of it. Ronaldo and the captain company interferes. Belgium have to hang on for one more corner to enable extra time. And there it is. 30 more minutes of World Cup final football awaits. Belgium entering extra time for the second game in a row. One could wonder what could be the effects on their morale, especially entering here after taking the lead so early on. Lukaku is found. Dries Mertens is offside, and just barely, because Fabio Contral's drowsiness is the one that nearly lets him through. Brought down by Fellaini. It's Lukaku. Neto slows him down momentarily. Yanishwa! What a crucial stretch from Patricia. Former Manchester United Red Devil nearly scores. Contral's delivery. Brought down by Fellaini. Nani fires a bullet. Portugal take the lead for the first time in their first ever FIFA World Cup final. And look who it is. Nani, who's turned from provider to goal scorer in the same game. It's what every football player dreams of, scoring a winner goal like this in the highest profile match on the planet. Skids along the surface like a torpedo into the stern of Courtois' boat. Fellaini Ambitiously looking long for Yanis Wright. Pereira's gave it on the way. Belgium not going to waste any time. Here's Yanis Wright. Pereira's trying to keep up and trying to right his wrongs. Mertens bundles it in. We have an equaliser. Well, the second half deprived of goals has redeemed himself in the first half of extra time. Super substitute Dries Mertens has levelled out the tug of war in this historic World Cup final. Patricio's kit colour matches that of a statue, because that's what he was. He stood there, frozen in fear as Quenchar fails to deal with it. It's very similar to the goal Belgium conceded against Italy in the semi-finals, and may well work out as the best worst goal Belgium ever scored. De Bruyne seeking out the equaliser, Dries Mertens. Portugal trying to retreat frantically. Martinha, Postiga, and now they switch sides. He's absolutely thrashed it at Courtois. It's an impressive save despite being straight down the middle. Courtois certainly wasn't there to begin with. Winchow to Rafa Silva. Ronaldo. Yet again, another outstanding shot from Courtois. Despite conceding 2 goals apiece, there's been some outstanding goalkeeping from both goalkeepers here this evening in Rio de Janeiro. A trademark shot struck with flamboyant force from Cristiano Ronaldo. Fellaini has not stopped running all evening. And Mertens is freed up on the right hand side. Neto trying to keep up. Unbelievable. An unbelievable miss from Dries Mertens. Ronaldo gives it back to Quenchar. Oh, Postiga! Time is running out for him if he wants to match Robin van Persie's record of 8 goals in this World Cup. 3 minutes left of football to play. It's Dries Mertens. Gets past Quenchar, squeezes across in, and wow! We're just seconds away from Russian roulette in Rio. Unless Nani can do something to change it. And Danny van Breuten confirms it for us. The winners of the 2014 World Cup will be decided by a penalty shootout. The provider of Portuguese goals, Helder Postiga, failed to score from 2 clear-cut chances on the pitch tonight. Surely this can't be a third for Portugal. Helder Postiga finds the back of the net and gets his peace of mind. 1-0 to Portugal. It's the powerful Romelu Lukaku with his lethal left foot equalises in the penalty shootout for Belgium. Cristiano Ronaldo, the scoreless penalty against France in that shootout. Can he repeat the same luck? And it's the same side as well. Cristiano Ronaldo makes it 2 out of 2 for Portugal. Now the golden boy needs to apply his Midas touch in the penalty shootout. He does. It's straight down the middle, safe and simple. What a phenomenal game Nani has had. Provider, goal scorer, penalty taker. Yes, he's ticked all 3 boxes. It's all going too well for both sides. And Yanis Wright, the man responsible for setting up the equaliser that took us to the penalty shootout, has gave the Red Devils their first red orb on the scoreboard. It's Rafa Silva. And that's a penalty that exudes confidence. And that puts the pressure back over the fence to the Belgian captain, Vincent Kompany, who has to score to give his team hope. Kompany misses. And for the very first time, Portugal are champions of the world. It's the worst way in the world to decide a World Cup final, but Cristiano and co will hardly complain. Belgium's inspirational World Cup odyssey has truly come to an end. And 10 years after the golden generation of Portugal reaching the Euro 2004 final and being beaten by underdogs in their own backyard, have come to the backyard of their international neighbours Brazil, arguably as the underdogs against the golden generation of Belgium. The winners of the FIFA World Cup 2014 is Portugal. And of course that man, the most famous footballer on the planet, Cristiano Ronaldo, has has at long last achieved what his professional rival Lionel Messi has not, hoisting the World Cup trophy high above his handsome head. The Seneschal can finally celebrate in the Americana, but it's not of the hometown yellow variety. It's instead of the salsa red flavour of their Atlantic neighbour.
You've been gone. I've been crying since the day you left me. I looked into your eyes. You don't know what you're doing to me. Baby, this time we could conversate. Baby, you can just appreciate. Just like 1, 2, 3. Count on me. Just like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You can count on me. You can count on me. You can count on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can count on me. You can count on me. Since you've been gone, I've been counting days you left me behind. I looked into
final in the books. Portugal 2, Belgium 2, and the Seleção win 4 goals to 2 on penalties. Robin van Persie, the top goal scorer with 8 goals. Ryan Luis with 6 assists. Wesley Schneider and Raul Morales with 4 apiece. And now it's time to see who you voted for your FIFA awards. First of all, the Golden Boot. Robin van Persie claims it with 8 goals, nothing you could have done about it. However, the Golden Glove you could. You voted for Thibaut Courtois of Belgium. Thanks to him, Belgium conceded the least amount of goals for their length of time in the tournament. For the Best Young Player award of the tournament, you voted for Neymar. His contributions led to Brazil finishing 3rd in their own World Cup. Finally, the Golden Ball, you voted for the best player of the FIFA World Cup 2014, the man who would lift the World Cup himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. And finally, thank you. It's been an emotional 7-week journey, but the FIFA World Cup 2014 is in the books. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite moment from our time in Brazil. Thank you, PES fans, it's been a pleasure. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.